that's the thing about music, and I guess that's the same language that is in all art forms, whether it be building a bike or playing music or, taking, like, shooting photography or whatever the case may be. It's all an art form, and it all speaks the same language. There's just certain, movement. There's the tension and the release. I fell into Sacramento and wasn't really meant to be here, and Sacramento was kind of just a perfect town for cycling. There was, flat roads everywhere, not too much car traffic, a lot of one-way streets. I built this 1964 Pooch Bergmeister, this copper-plated frame, total city cruiser style bike. Just started figuring out how to ride. And so I was learning how to track stand, learning how to do all little bullshit, just learning how to actually ride my bike. I have a 1984 300D Mercedes that runs off of vegetable oil. And so that car started giving me a lot of problems, as you can imagine. I rode my bike to work about 8 miles each way every day for like 3.5 months on this city cruiser. I wanted to build like my ultimate track bike, just like a beast that, I could take on the track, I could run around town, and it would just demolish everything it ran into. That was it. I figured out what frame I wanted to get. It was the Bertelli. Just really elegant lines with old world geometry, track bikes. I didn't want the frame itself to be flashy. Starting with this unfinished phosphated raw metal. It took about good 3.5, 4 hours to grind the whole bike down. Then went into it with steel wool for about another 2 hours, getting all the minute inconsistencies really finished and perfected. It was only when we put the wax and we saw that contrast of that gray to the lighter to the gold, the first life that was brought into the bike. And after that, I got really, really excited, because once you saw the light hit it from every different angle, it had a different finish. Everything but the frame pretty much came with it. Went with a Hada headset and a Hada bottom bracket. Ideal vintage saddle. Tubular's Campagnolo crankset. Titan stem. Big bolt on the top and a Titan engraving on the very front of it. Campagnolo record hubs. There's so many different evolutions of finding the pieces for the bike. Until you really looked at it, you wouldn't ever think that, oh my god, this thing's just loaded. The thing I admired about it the most was the use of new old stock parts. Everything was built by hand. That's what inspired me to do it. It was a lot of time watching that whole process and like being right face to face with it, as opposed to being able to remove myself from it. Those nuances and that craftsmanship really, was displayed on its own. Yeah, that was a good day. The bike is meant to be in motion.